Hi, welcome to Completing Him. I am so glad you joined us today. So, as you may have seen, we posted a video, and the video, we're gonna just show it again. It's only 22 seconds, so just enjoy this short video, and then we're gonna discuss it. So we posted this video because there's some exciting things that's going on, some projects that we're going to be doing, and we're not sharing it just yet. But we are going to review what we just saw. And the first slide was some things you do may not be yours to do. Do you know that some people are in a job, or some people even have a career that they're into, that they're doing, that they're not called to do? We all have those things sometimes when we're doing things and we just aren't called to do that. But yet, maybe we're helping, we're serving, we're doing, and some things just need to be done, so that's what we do. And God gives us grace for times that He knows that we need to be in positions. You know, He gives us grace for that period of time, and then we must what? Throw it down. Lay it aside, pray about it, seek God, see where He wants you to go, see how He leads you to even just lay it down. In Hebrews 12:1 in the Amplified, this is 1b, it says, "Let us lay aside every weight and every sin." And now for the Greek version. "And every distraction which can keep you in bondage, or it can keep your time doing something that you're not called to do." So we must lay aside sin. And if you're not called to do something and you are working and working and working and working and doing something God did not call you to do, that is sin because you're disobedient to God. And so we have to be cautious of what He's called us to do. And the third slide, be and do what God has called you to. How do you do that? The first thing we need to know when God has called us to do something is to have peace about what He's called us to do. Have peace about the situation. It may not happen overnight, but you have peace about that situation. He gives you grace to bring forth what He's called you to do. You are graced at times to do things that He hasn't called you to do. But if you continue to do what He hasn't called you to do and not what He has called you to do, that grace is not going to be there. And you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to be oppressed and depressed, and you're going to not be happy. And many people today are in jobs because they want to seek the fame and the fortune and all the fun stuff, but they're not happy. Number 3, you have to have confirmation. And I honestly believe that you have to have 2 or more witnesses. You know, there's so many things that we have to be accountable for and have maturity for. And the truth be known, you need to be undergirded. It also says run the race with patience. We need to have patience. A Passion Translation, it says passion and determination. If you're not passionate or determined to do what God has called you to do, then maybe that's not what God has called you to do. Paul had the serpent that come up on him. He just threw it down. Why did he do that? Because he knew his calling. He knew that serpent was just his something that was trying to distract him from getting him off track. You know, we need to take time and read the Word and pray and seek after God to see what He has called us to do. However, if your motives are going to help in the soup kitchen to take home the rest of the soup, then that's not good motives. If your motives are that you want to do this because you'll get fame and fortune, that's the wrong motive. You know, what is behind what you feel God has called you to do? Make sure it is confirmed by 2, and make sure you are doing and having the grace to do, and the peace of God is upon you. And then we must be balanced in what we are doing. This one is kind of tough because we just want to do what we want to do when we want to do it. Everything comes with balance, and in that is peace. It's not just peace with you because you're doing what you want to do. It's peace with God and what He wants you to, what He has called you to do. And you must have compassion in whatever you're doing. If you have the wrong motive and you don't have compassion about the people that you are serving, the people that you're coming in contact with, the jobs that you go to. But we've got to trust God. That is the balance. That's the foundation. We've got to trust God in what He has called us to do. Now, on another note, God calls you to what is unknown to you, mostly. That's what I feel like. You know, He does call you to things that is enjoyable and fun, but if you can do it on your own, I mean, if He's not helping you do something, then maybe you need to seek God some more. Because if you're doing it on your own, He apparently doesn't need you. He can help somebody else. But see, it's not about us, it's about Him. That's the whole motive. And God's protection and the Holy Spirit is your guide, and He's going to help you and lead you and guide you. And with all that being said, we do have some exciting news coming up. I'm not going to share it now because I'm going to just give you little tidbits here and there. And let me tell you why. It's because I don't have a clue what I'm doing. And God's confirmed this. Not only has He been confirming this ministry and these things here, He's confirmed other things, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And do I want to do this? I want to do what I want to do. And I've not done what I wanted to do because I'm not called to do that. Eventually I might get to be called to do that, but in the meantime, I'm continually trusting in God to do what I feel He has called me to do, with many confirmations. Oh my goodness. And let me tell you, the confirmations may come from people that you least expect it. Yes, they will. And you don't take that and blow it off. You put it on the shelf and think, I'm going to get back to that, because wow, has many confirmations come. It is what it is, and God says it is, and there you go. So we need to lay down things that God does not want us to do, and that includes sin, and we need to get in the place that He has called us to do. And if we've lost our compassion, if we've lost our passion, if we've lost our determination to do what God has called us to do, get back in it. Get back under His grace. Get back in the Word. And truth be known, it will come to pass what He has called you to do.